Do one and do another.
They took the,
Is this one?
speed limit down to 65 on
I think that's
295
Tuesday.
like a long time ago, but it was
No, there's only
Oh,
one,
tomorrow.
there's only something to do tomorrow night.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
That's the test 5 is due tomorrow night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
This is.
You said you dropped the lowest test score, right? So I just don't do that one, it just gets dropped.
I feel bad for a person starting a water sample.
No, I will replace the lowest test score with your final exam if your final exam is better.
Never mind, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah.
All right, can you see my screen?
Technically.
Y'all wanna get logged in? Am I recording? Yes, I'm recording. All right, so let me go to the calendar real quick. So on the calendar, and I hate to cram everything in on y'all, it just seems like at the very last moment we realize everything's coming to an end. I've got the take-home paper test chapter, which is under module 5, due tomorrow night at 11:59. I was gonna give it in class today and then let you take it home. But here's the thing, I'm trying to get you out of here by Wednesday of next week instead of Thursday of next week. And I'm not gonna be here tomorrow because I've got to go take a recertification test in Raleigh.
But we have a substitute tomorrow?
Please, you just be home working on your stuff.
Tomorrow.
So I don't have anybody to fill in for me when I'm not here. So if I'm sick, your stuff's gonna be online. If I'm out, unless it's for extended period of time, then, just see Blackboard. So you got enough to keep you busy between.
Sorry.
Very well.
That's a wrinkle. So you got enough to keep you busy. So the paper test is due tomorrow night. Make sure you take pictures and upload it. Monday, so today I'm gonna review and I'm gonna go over things that are on that take-home test for area that's due Monday night. And then Monday I'll review for the final exam some more, and we'll give the final exam on Tuesday. And it'll be due back to me by Wednesday. And then Wednesday you'll do your setup. So we really only have this and 3 days next week, if I can get y'all out of here. All right, so let me show you where everything is. Courses, survey 1. Under assignments, module 5. Under the, here's your test 5 paper. So I accidentally, if you printed it yesterday, I accidentally had the same assignment we worked in class as the test.
Oh, yeah, I saw your email yesterday.
So if anybody, I took it out now, but I had exactly our classwork in as the test. So this time, I just went ahead and put the data in for you and you'll just start fixing. I went ahead and converted. That is a 320 degrees, 27 minutes, 42 seconds. I don't know if you want to print that. This is the one you need to be working on tomorrow when you're not in class.
And we're doing the X and Y at 10,000 still, right?
Oh, yeah, I
East
did.
and Northern,
I
10,000.
didn't even put that on there for you, did I? Man, I'm getting pretty.
It's the end of the semester, you're busy. We understand.
Yeah, good, just another choice. Put all that
Let's
like,
just leave it up.
let it have work and say.
Let's see.
Just not worry about all that. You're here, you don't understand.
Let's see.
You don't show up, it's your.
They're saying, X, for the A, it's 10,000, X is 10,000, Y is 5,000. Where do I need to put that at for you guys? Retype it in?
Oh, for Easton and Northern?
Yeah. because that's all I give you. I guess I could put it, somebody popped in online,
Steve,
what he said.
good morning.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Extra take home, definitely.
you can print, just don't. And if I did the wrong one, make sure you,
I love taking on tests.
I do too. Cause like, just chill.
here's what I'm gonna do.
Zone. Or some Avengers and Captain America on the background.
Binge watching some Marvel movies.
I would put something on that I've already seen before, only action movies, while I'm doing my homework and stuff like that. So Marvel, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings,
Clash of the Titans.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
Is Clash of the Titans good?
They're like 4-hour long videos.
Expendables. Any action movie, really.
You gotta watch Clash of the Titans.
Although I did put Huck Dead on the other day. I just watched that. Sam on all the time.
I wanna watch more documentaries on Disney Plus though, actually.
I just watched one about, tell know about it, about the Amish.
Okay, there's your coordinates. Point A, X is 10,000, Y is 5,000. So I just put it at the bottom. So when you go in, you can go ahead and put that in. So right here. That is a 320 degrees, 27 minutes, 42 seconds. Yeah, I see what you say. And then the coordinates for X is 10,000 and Y would be 5,000. If somebody messes up on that, I'd be more lenient because I didn't write it in for you, but it's only in the description, and some don't read this. So that's due tomorrow night.
Okay.
And the instructions are not on the first sheet.
And this is due tomorrow too?
No, Monday night.
They have like these little cones that they literally have wires, like, plug them in your ears, it's not the big headphones anymore. Yeah. They're all fancy, crispy now. And like, he'll talk to you, like, they repeat the answer back to me for this question. And like, they're talking to you now. It's a totally different setup for audiology. Yep.
So just in case anybody's got the book, this is actually problem 1019 on page 267 of your book. That's where the test came from. All right, then lastly, the take-home test for area is due Monday night. And it's right here under take-home test, and it's under 6. If you want to print that one, that'll be due Monday night. I'm gonna go over this again today. That way I'm getting you ready for the final. It just gives you a little more practice on these. And then we'll do the final exam on Tuesday, and I'll finish reviewing Monday. So I'd like to see your area test before you do the test. And if you have it when you come in Monday, that would be great. That way I can check off. If not, you're not gonna get it back till you start the test on Tuesday. Questions? All right, so we're gonna review. And I'm gonna start with an area. This is similar to the problems we worked in chapter 12.
What page is that on?
This is on page 302 in the textbook. So we're going to do area by division in simple figures, where we're going to solve for S, which A, B, and C are lengths of the sides. We're going to solve for S, plug it into equation 12.1, and then get a total area. All right, so there's the problem. And we got to solve each area. So I'm going to do area of triangle 1 and 2. So S, so I'm going to do S and like do a sub 1 so you'll know it's area 1. I'm A, B, and C. It does not matter which one you call A, B, or C. So A is 219.887 plus and this is all over divided by 2. A, B, C divided by 2. Put it back. My paper wet, not getting wet. So I'm gonna start giving y'all a few things to fill in for me. 30. When I solved for S1, I got 635.594 for the S. I added all 3 and divide by 2 to get S. This isn't hard, it's just time consuming putting it in the calculator.
So basically what you're doing is dividing it up into 2 triangles?
Mm-hmm.
And we would end up doing this twice for each triangle?
Correct. So my S is 635.594. And then now I'm going to do the first form. This is our formula for area. I'm going to have to write really small. I'm sure I'm going to have to come all the way round back down to the bottom because I'm not going to get it all on one line. I'm kind of coming down to do this last one. Okay, so the formula is the square root of S. This is our S. S minus S, and then in parentheses, S minus A, which is the 635.594 minus our A, 219.887, times S minus B times S minus C.
So does it matter what you put as A, B, and C?
No,
Okay.
it does not. I'll plug this one in.
Where you just signed it?
Yeah, I was watching my live stream.
All right. Let me check my area, but this is what I got. Somebody check my area. So we're figuring the area of the triangle 1 right now.
Yeah, 56,000.
You got the same thing I did.
255.
No, you got 56.051. Is that what you got?
For that area?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's what I got this time. Anybody else got an answer?
I didn't get that, but I might have done something wrong.
How about this?
Wait, something.
Make sure I punched everything in right. I need to set me up a program how to,
They're all multiplied by each other, right?
yes. Well, see, I put 6.5 instead of 6.4. So I might have had it right. So I might be just a tad bit off.
Okay, yeah. Now, Tom, I got the answer that you had before, the 56,000.
Yeah, so what did it, give it to me, because that's what I had. I put
56,054.25519.
225,
Yes, 25519.
25519. Okay. Square feet. So I'm gonna write that area, maybe, I'll just put area 1 and I'll add them together. All right, I need to do S for. That'll work.
That's right.
A plus B plus C divided by 2. This is my A. I'm going to use this one as my B and this one as my C for the area. So side for 2 would be let's see if I can squeeze it in. Over 2. Somebody get that same answer for S2, the second one.
I'm still trying to figure out what I did wrong for the first area.
I'm moving on, so thank you. All right.
Oh, you still put A in front, even though it's a different, oh, I forgot it's 2 seconds.
There's my formula for area. My S is 489.939. And square root, 489.
S is 49.
Yeah, S is 489.939 is what I got, and I got it twice. Say I'm good. real quick. Somebody give me the answer.
18,000. 615, 3971.
You have 18,000.
615.03971.
Anybody else? We'll do a double check.
Yeah, I got that.
You got that too. All right, so we got two. And I finished the last one.
Is it best to keep the whole decimal? Just always write it.
Yeah, that's what I got. All right, so it depends on what the test asks for for the question. Let's see. I want the area in square feet. So I've got a little block where you would put your area 1 in, your area 2, and then you would total them together. So the total area, so I have like a little block for area 1, area 2, and then a total. That one. And the total, 74,006. So there's a little box to put your answer in, and I've got the triangles labeled. So I have 1, 2, and 3, and then I have the answer for 1, 2, and 3, and then a total. Good? So my page went, it's kind of hard to see my page because my page went to the other side on that one somehow. All right, next one. Does anybody need me to go back to the other one? Are y'all good?
I'm doing good.
Did you get yours figured out, Noah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, this is one like compute the area for irregularly spaced offsets. So these are ones that aren't the same. If they're the same, they're easier to do because all you would have to do, all of these were 50, you would just have to do area times the one distance between. You would add the first one and divide it by 2, then add all the ones in between, and then the last one you would add and divide by 2. So that's where, but if you say 0 divided by 2 is 0, and the last one is 2.8 divided by 2, and you just add that together, and that's your area. If it's irregular space, we've got to do it a little different. So we have to set up area as 1/2, and then we'd have to figure out A, and then H0 plus H1, and so forth. So I'm gonna show you how to set that up. So these are different. And I'm given the hardest case scenario one.
Are the dividers always gonna be at the peak and the valley of the, drawing? Like the links?
These, like the H, is that what you're asking? Like from here?
Yeah, are they
Yeah.
always gonna be at the valley and the peak?
Yeah, they're gonna be right here.
Okay.
That's my H1, H2. So that'll be my A. Nope, no, got to put C twice. You're basically doing a trapezoid.
Like the area of the drawing.
That's, they're originally just kind of taking the area of each individual thing and then adding it up. What's the area of a trapezoid? 1/2 base times height? Or,
That's a triangle.
that's, so if it's like something like this, it would be this distance added together. D1, D2, divided by 2 times your height. And our height is what we call the A. So 1/2, A is 50, times H0 is 32 plus 46. So A, B, C, D, E, F. A is 50. B is 30, C is 40, D is 20, E is 30, F is 30. And then my heights, H0 is 32, H1 is 46. H2 is 35, H3 is 40, H4 is 39, and H5 is 36, and H6 is 33. So I'm going to plug that in my formula.
Do we have to put the brackets in our calculator?
No, you can just put like a double set of parentheses. Check and see if you got my answer.
Yes. That you.
Yes, sir.
So putting it all in like this, I got an answer of area equals 7,720 square feet. Now, if you weren't quite sure and you wanted to break it down, I could have broke down this one and said 32 plus 46. I did 32 and 46 divided by 2 times 50. And I got an area in 1950. If I went to here, it'd be 46 and 38 divided by 2 times 30. And so forth. If you add these up, you get the exact same answer. If you have something like this on the test, it's worth 5 points.
Yes, I got that.
I would just put it in down there and make sure you,
Yep, I got that.
so not too bad. That's the worst case scenario, because the easiest, the regular spaced ones, one that's a regular, one that's the same. And that'll be like your take-home test. Because those are easier to find than the other. This is just one that's the same. I'm doing the best to draw it to scale, but it may not be quite right. Each one is 41. These are all 50.
It's kind of like the last one that we did.
It's gonna be these, they're all the same.
No.
Along the bottom, they're all the same. So we can do a little bit quicker. So H1 is 41, H2 is 43, H3 is 48, H4 is 49, H5 is 45, H6 is 51, H7 is 50, and H8 is 47. So this will be okay. For that one, I'll use this formula. They're all 50 feet. So I can do area equals base, which is 50, and then I'm gonna list for the first one, first number we'll divide by 2, the others we just add, and the last one we'll divide by 2.
Oh, okay, so that'll be the formula for this one?
Yep, so 50 41 divided by 2, so just for the first one, 43. I'll add all the ones in the middle.
You said you're doing that because all the distances are the same in between them?
So because they're all the same, we can do a little bit of a shortcut. So I think the online, the one that's due Monday night, I gave you one like this that has the like numbers on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I got 16,500. I'll probably make the final exam available Monday night.
Are we taking it in class?
Yeah, on Tuesday, but if you wanna work on it before you come in,
Okay.
I'll probably make it available. I'll probably talk to y'all about it Monday, make it available. And then do the looky-loo on Tuesday, and then it has to come back no later than Wednesday. You won't get a looky-loo on Wednesday. So, all right, so that one's a lot easier. So if they're the exact same offset, they're spaced the same, which is called regular, you can do. If they're regular, then you can do this formula, where base would be the distance and these were 50. And there was the solution. They're irregular, it's just a little bit harder. And then the last thing would be coordinates. So let's practice a coordinate one, a small coordinate one. Get your break while I'm putting it up. And then I'll probably stop.
No, so would you mind going back to the other one? Copy real quick.
Oh, I said exactly what I wanted.
I got it, thank you.
So if I got zeros here, and this left 10,000 back to 25, does that mean that I did these right? And I got this is like the right number? Or just because that formula, no matter what number I get there, it'll
Yeah.
work?
Yeah, that's exactly right. No matter. So
And for this one, I got a weird,
remember, you gotta do that one.
I did it, I inversed it, so I got 121,000.
Yeah, it's really,
It's really high, okay,
yes, you're probably right.
okay.
It is really high. The most I've ever had is like 1 to 224,000. I was off a half an inch, 0.04 in almost a mile and a half. So
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah, cause I was like, I did it, and I did the inverse of it, and I was like, so the other one we did was like 18,000, like that was pretty
Yeah, that's
small, but you
right.
said it was still good, and I was
Yeah.
like, this one's like way more than that.
Mhm. I have seen it that high before.
How much you get a car car in a 24
It's worth whatever the person buying it is willing to pay for it. You can have something that's near and dear to your heart that might be worth, millions of dollars in your eyes, but to me, it might be worth pennies. So it's only worth whatever the customer's willing to pay. Yeah, to me, that's worth pennies. Why would I want to drive around a car that's made of gold? First off, gold is super soft, malleable metal, so anybody touching here and going here is gonna end up with scratch. It's bullshit, so. Second, I don't find that car like attractive, other than the fact that it's a GTR. See, if I own a car, I'm gonna drive it. It ain't there to just look at, it's there to drive. If I have a gun to drive the hell out of it. If I have a gun, I'm gonna shoot it. I'm not just gonna hang it on the wall and be like, cool.
But it's a pretty gun.
Oh, shit, that shit is cool. Even if it was like one of those old school, like pirate guns or whatever that they got, I would shoot one of those suckers too. I don't care.
My dad has a monster. Like it's Civil War monster.
Yeah, I would shoot that.
Just
It's not just gonna sit on a wall.
Yeah, little round rusted in it.
You have a $500,000 car, what good is it if you don't drive it? It's a $500,000 paperweight.
Paperweight. What type of paper are you gonna park the car on a big piece of paper.
Doesn't matter, it's the same.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter.
Anything that costs a lot of money, if you don't use it, it's just a very expensive paperweight.
Good drive, go car, and sucker break up the whole park. Yeah. Another 2 weeks. The body is made of gold, not everything else. I would.
I mean, like, it's cool.
It's not about what it's made of, I'm just saying.
It's cool that they, like, did that, and they have the ability to do that and stuff like that,
You know,
and work the metal the way they did, but
great.
personally, no, I would never think about. I wouldn't even want to drive without it. Well, there's all this, like, you like,
If it was white gold, it would be better.
I wouldn't necessarily own one of those lowriders with like million spokes. Some of those cars are actually really cool, and the artistic and craftsmanship that goes into making them
Oh, yeah.
is awesome.
The
If I
controversial.
want one, no,
Definitely take.
but I would respect the fact that
I was right with you.
somebody did that.
That's the only bad thing is, those are just straight this around. And all the places around here, freaking changed up. A lot of places that the roads,
We're going outside tomorrow, you see? Or are you drinking?
I ain't gonna be here long.
if I just go into the three, old truck,
We're getting y'all ready for final.
No, I'm good with that. Well, that's cool if you want to do that.
yeah, old Chevy truck.
I would, if it was like a GTR from Fast and Furious, I'd be all about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just specifically how it come. Like the Supra from Fast and Furious 1, yeah, that's freaking awesome.
I like the new
From
stuff.
Fast and Furious was awesome. The old ones kind of got bad.
The Lancer was, I didn't really like the Lancer, the white one. I really didn't like that. I didn't like the Honda 2000s. I'm not a big fan of the Honda 2000s. Some of the new ones though, where they were jumping that like 4x4 bomb on the truck out of the frame, I thought that was a pretty cool truck.
4x4 or this,
No.
3x3?
The one that was,
Or
no,
like 6 tires?
that one too, but the one they were using as like the tow truck, the oil rigs, yeah, that one was cool too. But it was one of the ones that they were chasing down and like they jumped it out of the frame. Remember, into like the woods and they were trying to catch him on the.
Oh, yeah,
on the
they
mountain.
all
Yeah.
did.
The one Scooby that they did, and like jacked up the hatchback, like that was actually a pretty cool concept. Oh, God. I'm not a Dodge guy, but like I like that one. Sounds good. Well,
But what you said, it was something so special that you don't use. You gotta use a car like that. Sorry.
you're not delicate with it at all. I watched.
Yeah, I know, he was, yeah, I agree with. But a car like that.
That's like all those videos you see on YouTube with the guys in the Mustangs, specifically the Mustangs. When they come out of somewhere, like the whole road is burn out, and then they end up making a car and people. Yeah, that's cool.
People Mustangs, yeah, they go on the curve and then people in other cars. But you're a Mustang.
There was one show I watched where they had a Chrysler minivan. He like turboed it, lowered it, and I was like, you know what? I just saw this is probably the only minivan I would ever drive because it was actually pretty sick.
There's minivan, I just saw it yesterday. Dude, it was
Was the black one?
No, it had like big flakes in it, and like, it was like a blue, I don't know, like, it had a color shift to it, and it turned out, like a purple, like a community thing, like a royal purple or some shit. And, oh my god, it was pretty nice. I was like, damn, it's just like a basic thing.
There's my sketch.
But it was pretty nice. It used to be a bowling game, but I went up there, he lowered it, had some rims on it, hammered the wheels.
The black one with yellow wheels in it?
There's my sketch.
Yeah, all tinted out.
I think it's over on, I think it's in the city.
I'm gonna do the area first,
I think it's down.
because the area is based off your coordinates.
Okay, what page is this one again?
Page 308, 309 in your textbook.
I see, thank you.
So for this is for area. All right, here's the drawing. I'm gonna flip over and I labeled the points in a chart. So for A, the point coordinates were 0 and 0. For B, it was 300 and 200. For C, it was 500 and negative 100. And D, it was 400 and a negative 300.
You should make people go to the board.
And you've got to, and do it again for you, yeah.
And work the problem.
That's true.
Go back like 90s, 80s style.
You go first.
I'll go first, the first one's 0. I'll go second, the first one.
Come back and forth.
All right, so I'm gonna do, they do their dashes coming this way. I got 4 to do. 0 times 200 is 0. 300 minus, or 300 times the negative 100.
I don't think so. I haven't seen your performances, but I heard you perform in front of many people, so.
Okay. 500 times negative
15 with 4 zeros.
150 maybe,
Just with a negative in front of it.
and a negative in front of it. And the last one's 0.
Yeah.
I got you on this first one to see.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if I total those together, what do you get?
Negative 180.
Okay, going backwards, you gotta do the y to x. For the minuses, your 0 to 300 is 0. 200 to 500 is what? Nope. A negative 100 and 400. Okay. Add those two together. So keeping the signs, I got a negative 180,000 for the plus, and for the minus, I get a positive 60,000 because 100 minus the 40 is 60. Now, The reason this says minus is you start with this one and you subtract your summation of the second one. And the final thing is divide by 2, because that's double. And an area cannot be negative.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot.
So even though you get a negative, this would be your 120,000 square feet. So that was a good one with some negative numbers in there. Will you have any negative numbers on, I know you don't on the final exam, and I don't think you do on your, you don't. So you're doing worst case scenario right here. Whereas when I plotted it, I've got some that fall below it. If this is 0, 0, and that's my X and Y axis, I have some that fall below.
Gotcha.
You're gonna have all positives on the take-home test in the final. Okay. So that's how you would figure it. Just keep your signs. It'll be the summation of your plus, summation of the minus, and take the plus minus the minus. Okay? So that one's easy. Just make sure if you start at point A, you come back to point A. You don't do just A, B, C, D and stop. You have to roll that A back over. We do this in survey 2 as well. So it's like another.
Will we do this more in survey 2?
Yeah, we do in earthwork. All right, now I want to get the bearings and distances for these lines. And the formulas for those are based in, okay, right here. How to get the coordinates for the distance from A to B, and then to calculate the bearing, which is the tan minus 1 of change of X over change of Y. To me, it's easier to go ahead and take this and figure out what the change of X and change of Y is for each line. So if I'm looking from A to B, if I look at B, it's 300 and 100, so the change of X would be 300. Because I'm doing So I just wrote I usually write on the line what my change of X and Y. So change of X is 300 and change of Y is 200. Okay. If I'm looking for C to B, the change of X would be 200 because that's 500 minus 300. And then the change of Y is a negative 300. I'll kind of do these over here too for you. 500 minus 2. No, so that's B to C, A to B. Going from D to C, my change of X is going to be 400 minus 500, so that would be a negative 100. And change of Y would be a negative 300 minus 100, so it should be a negative 200. And I'll put the formula in. 400 minus 500. Negative 300 minus 100. It's kind of hard to see my writing. Maybe I'll come over on the next page. Nope, can't go on the next page. Put it right up here. So what I'm doing is just going ahead and when I figure out what this is, write it there. When I figure out that, putting it here. This goes here. And this one is here. And last one, which is D to A, is XA is 0 minus 400. So 0 minus 400 is a negative 400. And change of Y is 100 minus a negative 300, which would be 300. When you square those two, you'll lose your sign. So if I want to get the distance from A to B, and there's my formula, square root of 300 minus 0 squared plus 200 minus 0 squared. That'll give me the length on the line. A lot of times I'll just do it once I've got my change of x and change of y. I just do change of x squared plus change of y squared. And we figured those out in green. All right, so Noah, I want you to give me the distance from A to B. B to C will be Peyton. C to D. Okay, so A to B is Noah. B to C is Peyton. C to D will be Jamison. And D to A is George. So you need to give me the distance. So you need to give me the square root of change of x squared plus change of y squared. That'll be our distance.
22.3607.
So your distance
Do you need a bearing for that too?
no, yeah, you can go ahead and give me the bearing too. What was your distance, Caroline?
22.3607.
Got something different.
The square root of 500. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm sorry. The parentheses is supposed to be squared.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
There's your formula for distance. And for the bearing, it'll be the tan to the minus 1 over change of x divided by change of y.
Did you get 360.555?
Mhm. Yeah. And then how about for your,
Let's see. Are they squared on the fraction or no?
so it just should be your 300 divided by 200 and do the arctan. Then make sure you put it in degrees, minutes, and seconds.
Degrees, 18 minutes, 35.7577.
All right, B to C is Peyton. You got it? You want my calculator?
Are there negatives in this one, or?
Yes, you
Okay.
gotta keep your, yeah, there are some negatives, you gotta keep them, even though your area is not gonna be negative, but you do have to keep. So for the change of, this one is the change of x is a positive 200, and the change of y is a negative. But when you square them, that's gonna go away. Think about that one.
Oh, they said the change of x is 200 and the change of y is negative.
-3, this is for this is, oh, the one you're doing? That's yours, this one.
Oh, okay. Sorry to see.
You're, and Peyton's got that one, you're doing C to,
360.555.
So what's your distance? Yeah, from B to C, what's the distance? If you use change of x squared plus change of y squared and square root it.
360.
I got something different.
Right?
No, that shouldn't matter. Oh, what did you say, 360? Okay. 360.55, and this extra 5 in there.
The same thing as the first one.
Same thing as the first one,
They're the same.
except, but our change of x and change of y will probably be a little different, because this time, let's see what comes out if we say, arc to the tangent over 200 divided by a negative 300.
So the numbers always have to be negative when you're trying to square root them, or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get for your bearing? Mm-hmm. There's the formula for the bearing. Tangent to the tangent minus 1 over change of x divided by change of y. And then convert it to degree, minutes, and seconds. This will be southeast. I got south 33 degrees. It was a negative, but you drop your negative off. Is that what you got? $33, 41, 24.243.
I got 33.
Yeah, it was a negative. You just dropped your 3. So that's 33 degrees, 41 minutes, 24.243 seconds. How about Jameson? You are C to D. So what's your distance from C to D?
All right. So basically, you'll square root. I put parentheses 100 squared plus. I was trying to figure out my change of y. Would it be? At first, I put negative 400, but it's negative 200.
It's negative 200.
And then change of y. And I did that. I got it. Got 223.
I don't know why I'm getting something different than you. I'm good. Must be how I'm putting it in my calculator.
Yeah, I got 223.606. 797.
That's a negative 100 squared.
So So that's your distance that you get from that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Are we finding a bearing for it too?
Mhm. So you had 223.606 for your distance.
Yes.
6, 7, it's hard to keep it all the way out. For the bearing, it'll be the arctan of negative 100 divided by negative 200. And got
Got it.
And George, yours is the last one, which is B to A. Tell me if you got that bearing.
You said
It's change of X. So a negative 100, a arctan of negative 100 divided by negative 200.
okay. So tan of -1.
Mm-hmm.
That's negative 100.
Divided by negative 200.
200. Is it okay if I put it in parentheses?
Mhm. And then change it to degrees, minutes, and seconds.
I got 27 degrees, 49 minutes.
Okay, let me put mine in again. 10 to the minus 1 off of negative
I
200.
thought that mine was wrong too, but I did, so I got the same thing. See if I put it in.
And make sure I'm not in radians or something. No, I'm in degrees. Somebody check mine.
Oh, does it have to be in degrees when you're doing it? Because mine was in radian.
Yeah, it's in degrees.
Oh, okay.
Why are you in radians?
I don't know.
George, what would you get for your last distance? 500? You might be right.
Oh yeah, I got that. I got that.
Yeah, his distance was 500. And the distance is change of X, the arctan of the change of X divided by change of Y.
So basically, you just use your change of X and your change of Y in your formulas.
That's why I like to put the change of X and change of Y right on each line. I do my area first, not to get mixed up.
So I guess X and Y really doesn't matter. Oh, well.
No, for coordinates
For
it does,
coordinates.
and that's how you had to figure out the change of X and Y.
Okay, gotcha. 'Cause
George, you got something for me yet?
because you're just subtracting the first number, or like the first X from the bottom.
Yes, from like X, we did from A to B, it'll be XB minus XA.
Gotcha.
Square plus XB minus YB. YB minus YA. I just write change of X and change of Y. You're gonna have positive numbers, so it'll probably be a little easier to do.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
What you got, George?
Oh, yeah. Calculator growth.
I've got
You
something.
gotta do, on your calculator, you gotta hit the other, you gotta hit the shift, then you shift.
So I did the arctan of negative 400 divided by 300. And
There you go.
Yeah, it's 53 degrees, 07 minutes, 48.368 seconds. That would be northwest. So northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. There's not a formula to let you know what quadrant it's in. Questions?
Just trying to figure out how to subtract it. Yeah, I have a quick question. It's from a different one that we did like yesterday.
Okay.
Let's see, we got a negative 400.
All right, so what you
No,
got?
yes. So this was the one that we did yesterday as an example.
Mhm.
And so, like for 3 to 4 for that one, and for this one, I know we square root that. And that was our changes of x and change of y. So I understand why the negative 400 and negative 200 is here. But I guess that was a second formula that we did. So I was just trying to understand where did that 300 come from? Did it come from like this? Oh, that one? Okay. And then the negative 400. Oh, so that one was 4 to 1. I just never wrote it down. Okay, thank you.
Do you want the notes from today?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me save them as JPEGs.
Take your
Save as an image.
Elementary level equivalent to that language.
They said that they were giving out free pizza with chips.
If you're studying for stuff.
Okay, gotcha. I like for like, is it in a multi-purpose room? Yeah. Where's that building at? So like,
It's on Grand Student Center.
oh, okay.
All right, any other questions? I don't know why it just did. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording. That'll get you through. Reminder, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
Okay.
So your take-home test is due tomorrow night.
Technically, no surveying class tomorrow.
No surveying class tomorrow.